Yo, what is going on, guys? We are back today for war number 3 of season 28, and so far we're off to a pretty good start. Personally, we're currently first in the alliance right now for power rating, which is pretty cool. And this war is either going to make or break that first place stance because we have 10 fights, a 10-fight war, man. So many fights, hit the double digits on this one. So yeah, if we don't die, we should definitely remain in first. And if we do die, yeah, we'll probably lose first. Yeah, up first here we have a Black Widow deodorant. And we get hit a little bit right there, which is kind of annoying, but it's fine. She's just annoying to fight, honestly. She's going unblockable, she's evading and stuff. So here, nullify all those buffs so we don't have to worry about her going unblockable or regening or anything of the sort. Here she's getting some chance to evade again, so just being careful, waiting that out. There we go. That's gone. Hit a little reparry. Can get in here, start doing some damage again. And then I think do we just drop the special 2? Yeah, just drop this, do some damage, get those incinerates ticking. They should do quite a bit of damage. And then do we go for it? Yeah, I think we push her to special 3 and then steal that power, drop another special 2, and that should be pretty much all she wrote. I'm really enjoying rocking the 6-star Dr. Doom in Alliance War. He's nice to use, man. He kills stuff so quickly, and it just feels so safe with Dr. Doom because he's such a tank. Man, he is such a tank. I love it. I love my 6-star Doom. I need to get that man awakened and sigged up. Same with Torch. Need to get him awakened too, so I can get that pre-fight again. But next up here we have a Gladiator Hulk Ragnarok. This guy, going into this fight, I thought it'd be pretty easy. It does have masochism, so I do need to be careful of that. I kind of forget about it at some points. I don't know, maybe I was thinking that lock-on would bypass the masochism, but I don't believe that it does. We're going to see here. I'm trying to bait the special 1. He's got Smash as well. We got to be looking out for that. Smash is very annoying. Yeah, right there. I parried, it was a clean parry, but he masochism shrugged the stun off, and I was locked on. I think I was thinking that the lock-on would make my parry stick, but lock-on unfortunately does not do that. And then right there I got smacked up again. I was like, okay, let's just take a breather. We're okay. We've made some mistakes in this fight. We've gotten slapped around a bit, but it's all good. Let's just take a breath, use a special 3, wipe my sweaty hands off while the animation's going, and yeah, let's just relax. We got this. Let's just watch out for masochism. Make sure we're paying attention to that. Hit a little reparry right there. Boom, that was perfect. And yeah, as soon as I just calmed down for a sec, got back in the right mindset, finished the fight just fine. Sometimes that's actually what one of 4Loki's, a really good player who used to be in 4Loki, Dr. Doom, that's what he used to do. Whenever he'd be messing up, he'd just pause in a fight and just take a breather, get his mind refocused, and it's a smart thing to do, man. Right there I just did it with the special 3, but sometimes if you're getting flustered in a fight, it's not a bad idea to just pause, just think about what you got to do, and get back in the rhythm. Of course, you don't want to pause at the wrong time because that can be even worse. But for this next fight here, I go ahead and throw on a Power Star 1, and I was thinking about throwing on a skill boost and just throwing special 2s, but then the more I thought about it, I was just like, I'm gonna choose not to do that. I'm still gonna use a Power Star 1 though, but this way, just so that I always have power. I start with a bar, and every time I'm working up to a bar with those charges, I'll just keep throwing my special 1s, and that way I'll pretty much always have a bar of power ready. That way he should pretty much never get any of the furies, because you see, if I do too many lights or mediums or heavies without throwing a special attack, then he starts to gain furies. But since I always have a special attack on hand, I'm not even getting close to him getting any of those furies, which is great. I also maxed out deep wounds for this war, so you're going to see me using Falcon Special 1 a little bit more in this war, just because those bleeds, they're doing a great job. And I'm not exactly sure how Immortal Hulk works with his, I honestly don't know how this dude works at all, but I'm pretty sure bleeding him can bypass the unblockable or something like that. So my goal was to try to end the fight whilst him bleeding, having him being under the effects of a bleed debuff. So yeah, right here, drop the special one. He's bleeding and going for a combo, and he just dies. It's like, oh, okay, I guess I don't have to worry about the unblockable or anything like that. Like, all right, cool. So that was the first start of the war. We had no problems, and then I'm actually able to do the entire rest of the war in one go. So yeah, I have full energy, and my friends were asking me to play like a game with them. I think we were gonna play Smash, or like Smash Ultimate, or Minecraft, one of the two. I was like, all right, you know, give me like 20 minutes. I just gotta do something real quick. You know, I said 20 minutes as like a bit of an over exaggeration. Like I didn't know how long I was gonna be, but I was like, yeah, like 20 minutes. Dude, it took me 15 minutes to do these next 7 fights. Like, and I looked at the time, like, oh my god, like 15 minutes just went by in like an instant. Like, because I was just banging out these fights in a row. So yeah, we got a ton of fights, 7 fights in a row. Boom, let's do it. We're boosted. First up, we got a rank 3 Yellow Jacket, which is interesting. Never fought Yellow Jacket in war, I don't think, after his buff. Yeah, just going in. You know, we got class advantage. This node does have Footloose and kinetic transference, so I guess it's not a bad placement for Yellow Jacket. So every time he throws a special, he gets that unstoppable and evade buff. So while he has those, we just kind of want to chill, keep our distance from him. It is annoying though, because it is wasting our locked on time. And then the kinetic transference is kind of smart, because it kind of forces you to evade his special one. Because if you don't evade it and that hits your block, it's going to give him more power, more specials. So if you're not good at evading Yellow Jacket's special one, this fight could give you some trouble. But I've been fighting Yellow Jackets for years, so yeah, I can evade his special without any problem. I've even evaded his special like at close range. I've gotten 3 dexes off it. That's pretty tricky to do, but normally I just like to space it, just back away from him, and then it's easy to evade it. Just keep your distance, and yeah, you can see I just keep on bleeding him down with the special one. Maybe I should have went for some special 2s. I don't know, the bleeds felt like they were doing some pretty good damage. But yeah, here he's about to go into his meltdown core. I just wanted to kill him before that happens, and I killed him like as it happened. I'm like, okay, I don't want to deal with that. I don't know if Falcon bypasses that or what happens. So let me just get me out of the fight. I don't want to deal with it. So yeah, get him down. Then we move on to path number 5, which is Ebb and Flow Intercept. This has kind of been my paths so far this season, mainly path 1 and path 5. Just fine. I really don't care what path I'm on. Yeah, it really doesn't matter to me which path I'm on. I just sometimes like to be on different paths, so it's some different encounters for you guys to make the war videos, you know, just more exciting. But yeah, getting into this Nova fight with Dr. Doom here. Want to intercept to get rid of the protection. It's just annoying, because whenever Nova has a Fury buff, he auto-blocks you when you intercept. So kind of have to intercept him twice under those scenarios, trying to keep the stagger up to prevent him from getting Furies. But the problem is he gets all kinds of buffs. He gets Energize and Blockables, so my staggers are having a tough time focusing on just those Fury buffs. But here we get off another Intercept, get the protection down, drop a special. I'm trying to just get back to my special 3 right here with that Fury up, but unfortunately I don't quite make it. Here he throws a special when I didn't want him to, but we're doomed, so it just kind of tickles. I'm trying to get off an Intercept before I drop the special 3, but he has power. Baited out here. I don't think I even want him to throw it. Right there, I intercept him perfectly, and then I just instantly threw my special, because like I knew I was going to land the Intercept, but he auto-blocked it, so I didn't get rid of the protection. So this special 3 doesn't deal a ton of damage. And then here I was just annoyed, and I didn't even do the proper Doom cycle afterwards. I'm like, oh my god. This fight was going really well at first, and then I mucked it up. I mucked it. Yeah, throw the special 1 here. Got the Intercept. Oof. I got hit by it. That's like the 3rd special one I've been hit by. But here we drop a massive special 2. We had the Fury from the node, and we weren't in the Aura of Hazaroth. so it wasn't unblockable, so it actually dealt way more damage as well to Nova, because he takes reduced damage from unblockable special attacks. Or it might just be any unblockable attacks, I'm not sure. But yeah, so you don't want your specials to be unblockable against Nova. And then next up here we have a Kingpin. I was like, Kingpin? I don't think I ever fought Kingpin after his buff. Like, do I need to be worried about anything about his buff on defense? And I was reading his abilities a little bit. I'm just like, probably not. If there was something I had to be worried about, you know, Taters probably would have told me, or Lizer would have told me in the notes. It's like, okay, let's just throw on an invul boost, and jump in. I actually have so many of those 3-minute boosts, man. They sell them in the store now, which is kind of weird. So it's not just, you know, before we'd be waiting like weeks for an invulnerability boost, but now they're just guaranteed in the store, so you're able to stock up on them reliably. And Kabam has been sending out these compensation packages for Alliance Wars, so I have 12 of the gray boosts in just waiting to be claimed at any time. 12 total, plus like other war goodies in there that I just haven't claimed it, and I'm already full on the gray boost. So yeah, this season I'm just gonna kind of go nuts. Like, if I have the slightest inclination to use one of those boosts, I'm just gonna use it. Like, I'm gonna be super willy-nilly with them, use them anytime. I could probably 3-minute boost the entire season. Like, I probably have that many. I could do that. So yeah, I'm just gonna use a ton of them. Here I decided to go ahead and pop on one of those skill power back boosts, and it's working pretty good with Falcon. You see, I throw my special 2 and I get about a full bar of power back. A little over a bar. I had a little bit over 2 bars when I threw it, but yeah. Throw the special 1 here, get a couple of those bleeds, and Kingpin goes down. So that fight went really well. And then next up here we have a Professor X. So this is actually an interesting spot for Professor X. I'm going to go ahead and use Flame On because this does have Mighty Charge, which would shrug off my my Incinerate debuffs. Mighty Charge for Professor X, though, is actually really good placement. It really actually threw me up here. You see, boom, there goes my Indestructible boost, because I parried his dash, which is the only way. I think you can only parry stun Professor X on his mediums, and I parried his medium dash, but because of the Mighty Charge, he's immune to the stun debuff at the time of the parry. So that's actually really smart placement, and I got hit already. I think I got hit like 3 times, like 3 separate combos from him because of that. And I just wasn't realizing what was happening. Like, wait, you know, like that should have been a good parry. And then I realized, oh, it's the Mighty Charge. That's why. I'm dumb. But yeah, hit an intercept, and then throw my special, and then yeah, as soon as we took that protection off him, our Nova Flames just melted him. But yeah, good placement. It definitely did catch me off guard. Luckily, I'm super boosted, and I had the invul boost, so yeah, it's all good. Now I know going forward, if I see another Professor X there, I'll know next time. But yeah, interesting placement for sure. Again, that's coming back to war. I wasn't here for last season. Some of the nodes changed, and I wasn't there for the changes. So some of these little changes might kill me this season. For example, on this node here, now there's Safeguard, which is quite interesting. Safeguard does a damage cap of 1%. However, I like Safeguard a lot more than Rage, which Rage is a damage cap of 2.5%, and every time you hit the damage cap, they get a Fury buff, and if they get 5 Furies, they go unblockable. However, with Safeguard, you can bypass it through ability accuracy. You can bypass Safeguard in many ways, whereas Rage, you can't bypass it with ability accuracy. I don't think anymore. I think before you used to be able to, but now you can't. So I think Falcon could actually do this node. I'm like 69% sure that Falcon could deal with this. Cause I think Falcon actually used to be a counter for Safeguard, like before his buff, way back in the day. So it would only stand to reason that he would be a counter to Safeguard now. I need to test it. If you guys know in the comments, let me know down below. But I'm pretty sure he will work for it. But I was assigned just Dr. Doom for this fight. and just burn him. Just literally burn him with my special 2s. So I'm like, alright, that's what I'm doing. Here I decide to go for a special 3 this time, just so I can get a fury buff before I throw my special 2, so that it'll just make my incinerates do more damage. I know, like, I'm already hitting the damage cap with safeguard, but the fury's only to benefit the incinerates, and it does do a pretty good job of that. So yeah, steal some power. I'm just trying to race to my special 2. Here we get to it. Gonna go ahead and drop that. We apply some pretty massive incinerates. They're dealing 1,389 per tick. Pretty great. It's quite a bit of damage. Melted off a ton of health right there. I'm trying to race back to another special 2 while we still have the fury, but it's just maybe if he was doom cycled properly, I could have done it, but he didn't have enough power when I got into this cycle. It's okay though. One more special 2 ought to do the trick. Go ahead, drop that, and we'll just let our incinerates do their thing. Boom, he's dead. So yeah, that fight goes pretty good. Another node that all the mini island fights have is True Focus, which bypasses Miss and Evade, which is quite interesting. It's quite interesting. But yeah, as you guys see, I only have 2 more fights. We've got that Thing mini boss and then the Mcoc mini boss as well. We're just getting guidance placed on both of them actually, and we're getting taxied to both of them because I'm out of energy. There's so many fights that I didn't have enough natural energy to do them all, so I needed a taxi. So shout out to the battle group mates for the taxi. Here, gonna go ahead and throw on a invulnerability boost, no, a combat regen boost. Okay, like I said, I just got a lot of them, so yeah, I'm just throwing them on. I think I actually, do I use a potion here? I don't. Okay, good. I think I did that once. I used a potion, and I had a regen boost on, and so there's no need to use the potion. Here I didn't do that, but yeah, I've actually died to this thing one time before, but he got insanely lucky when he killed me there. So yeah, this time I'm really not scared of this fight at all. It's just a little different because you don't have any power gain of your own, but I'm just intercepting like a beast. I'm just going for tons of intercepts. I'm just playing like pretty confident, and things are going pretty well. Here our lock-on falls off. It's okay. I'm still going to do a couple combos just to kill some time. I'm up to 10 rock stacks, then need to re-get locked on. Boom, get locked on. There we go. Can bypass his protection, no problem. Stop giving him rock stacks. Everything is going pretty good. We're under a minute in and we've already taken off 67% of his health. So yeah, we're crushing this fight right now. Everything is going fantastic. Looks like our lock on is going to end though before we're able to kill him. So I'm like, all right, do I want to push him to 15 rock stacks and then bait a special? I'm like, yeah, I should probably do that just to be safe. So boom, push him to 15. Now I'm baiting out the special 2. It will be unblockable though, so I do need to make sure I evade all of it. Boom, there we go. Then I'm going to get re-locked on, hit just a super clean intercept right there after I get locked on. And then I think 2 more combos does the trick. Yeah, 1, 2, boom. Again, just look at those intercepts, man. The intercepts were on point right there. 66 clean hits, he's dead. And then, yeah, I can't move to Mcoc. Need my boy Mad Cat to move for me. Use his energy and place the guidance for me. Just the battle group mates are awesome. Shout out to Mad Cat for this war. I think Pete brought me to Cable. Shout out to Pete as well. And then yeah, so this is my final fight of the war. This Mcoc. I'm not gonna be taking the Magneto boss. I think Bryn took it with his Sorcerer Supreme. I shouldn't have room for her on my team. But yeah, getting in here against Mcoc. So going into this fight, you know, I didn't even think about it. His auto block, and the node has I forget what it's called, but it basically increases ability accuracy, I think for evade and auto block. So he's actually going to be able to auto block us pretty reliably, even when we're locked on. I didn't even think about that. I think I realized it in the fight though. So I'm just kind of being careful with my combos, just kind of doing 3-hit combos while we're locked on. And while we have guidance, and throwing in some heavy attacks here and there as well, just because you can't auto block a heavy attack, so that's good. I think here I go for my special 2 and he auto blocks it. He called me a P-brain. Yeah, I guess I am a P-brain for that one. That was annoying. We lost out on a ton of damage on our special 2 right there. So instead I just throw the special 1, get some bleeds going. Special 1s they just felt better this war. Yeah, I think I could have chained some heavies there, but I'm just playing safe here, not trying to play risky at all. Just being careful, bait out every single special 1 when he gets it. I'm really confident in evading Mcoc's special 1. So yeah, I go here, throw my special 1, and he kind of auto blocks it, but then he doesn't, and he called me a buffoon. I think you're the buffoon, Mcoc, because we just destroyed you. But yeah, there's 10 fight war. We killed it, man. We absolutely killed it. Our champs are all looking pretty healthy. We used 6 items, not too bad though. And yeah, that was my war. We did end up winning as well, which always feels fantastic. As an alliance, we finished with 8 deaths, and they finished with 15. We had under 10,000 fight duration as well. They had a little over. But yeah, now we can go ahead and take a look at the 4 Loki power rating statistics. So if we take a look at that here, we're up to 26-0 for the season. We're at 35 power rating, which is pretty darn good. If I multiply this by 4, and if I can like repeat this power rating like for every group of 3 wars, we'll be looking at a pretty solid season. But of course, you know, there's no guarantee that's going to happen. But yeah, so far off to a good start. We're currently first in power rating in BG3 and 4 Loki overall, which is pretty cool. We're at 1 boss kill so far this season, and my entire streak right now is at 84, which is pretty solid. My best ever streak was 107, and that's like a top 10 streak, I think, in 4 Loki. But yeah, so my personal goal is to beat that. That'd be pretty nifty. Yeah, but that's gonna do it for this war video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. It's a really long one, just so many fights. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the Deathless streak, I would appreciate a thumbs up. Feeling pretty good about the season so far. But that's gonna do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if you'd like to see more Alliance War content. That's gonna do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out.